Okay. Okay. So thanks everyone for attending today's community meeting for the KubeVela project. As I mentioned before, today there is not a specific agenda on the community issues. So I think probably the best way to approach this is to just maintain an open session. And if anybody of you want to discuss anything, we can try to go that way. Not sure if anybody has already an idea or anything they would like to discuss today.
Yes, I want to share to progress for the Linux two mentees of mine in the Linux Foundation mentorship.
Cool. Okay. You can let me give you permission to share the screen.
Yeah. Okay. Hi everyone. You can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah. Okay. This is a kind of like agenda in the Chinese meeting, and I will just get it there and share some information. Okay. First one is the one of our mentee, which name is Niraj. He has completed a great job, which he supports MySQL data store driver for the ValueX. Now he's let's see the pull request. Yes, and I think this is already released in 1.9.1 or okay, so it's not released. Okay, but it has been supported for like we want to support MySQL for like 2 years ago, and now it's really it's finally done. And okay, I have to okay. The second, another our mentee is a boy from United States, and he is working on the ValueX. He's working on the ValueX TypeScript SDK. So maybe 1 week or 2 later, you will see his work. Okay, another thing. I just forgot. The Niraj, the first mentee, he was working on the migrator of different data stores, which you can use it to migrate from like Kubernetes-based like config map store and to the new MySQL or what's the thing we just store my data. We can use the migrator like to migrate from the config map to the MongoDB and or MySQL. And the next database we want to support is the Postgres. So I just want to share this information. And if you are try to using another database as a backend of ValueX, that's what you can expect in like 1 or 2 months. Okay, for MySQL it's already done, and you can use it in the new release. I guess this is what is really important maybe for someone. Okay.
Okay, thanks for sharing. That's pretty interesting, actually. So, yeah, anybody else want to share or ask any question on something?
Yeah, hi. This is great. the developments that you shared already. One question I had is, what is the main hindrance for us to update the docs to 1.9?
I guess we are just talking on a lot of other things that the company assign us, but then maybe I can schedule it like I think
Okay,
this or the next week. I think it's not a very hard thing. So, but we really we have to make a schedule for that.
got it. Thank you. And if there's anything that we can do to help, happy to help. I think we also need to update the Vela D to point to the 1.9, right? So I'm going to take a crack at that.
It's always me to maintain the validity, but recently I was a little busy for something else. So I'll try my best. If I finish my work at Friday, I will do that in the weekend. I think okay. If I can be, I'll try to be a little earlier. But also I have something. I have already written the document about how to update the validity version. So
awesome.
If anyone have the interest, I can
that
share
would be great.
Share
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Also, that'd be great. I think we'd be happy as a community to contribute so that you don't have to work on the weekends.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's. I will share a link later, and that's how we update the validity, and you can just send a PR for that, and after the PR is merged and we release the new version of validity, and then it's okay. I think the release script will take care of the building and releasing things like that.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I'm
sorry.
Someone Hong is asking a question. No, the PostgreSQL is going to be implemented. For if you want to know some details, we are using the GORM, like the ORM framework. It can be easily to support. If we have supported the MySQL, it's easy to also support the PostgreSQL. And but before the PostgreSQL, we are building a migrator. Yes, that's why it's not coming very fast. Does that solve your problem? Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, cool. Any other question, comment?
I have a question here.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm a newbie here, so just discovering KubeVela. And I discussed this on Slack channel. I am trying to enable, the DEX SSO, and when I met something wrong, the login is completely blocked for everyone. So I would like to know if possible to have something more, maybe more friendly, user friendly, newbie friendly for such kind of configuration. So a kind of dry run of the configuration, or I don't know. If it's planned to some in your roadmap, or how can I, make a suggestion by opening by an issue, I suppose?
Yeah, that's a good question. We have met that in the Chinese community too. And yeah, this is a very awful problem that if you configure it in the wrong way, you cannot log in at all. But you can open an issue for that, and if you want, you can give some proposal like how we can do the dry run process. And I see you have read a lot of code, so maybe you have some thoughts about that. And the second about how we can contribute to that feature. I'm sorry, but I don't have too much time for supporting this, but let's see if that's the common problem for the both community. That before that, an issue is required.
Okay, so thank you. So where would be the right place to raise an issue? Is in the Vela X?
I think either the KubeVela repo or the Vela UX is okay.
Sorry, I'm not. I'm just discovering the ecosystem, so don't know very well where I should go. Is some I suppose it's here.
The both repo is okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, anybody else?
If you let me, there's also, I don't know if some of you is using Vela UX, but there seems a very serious problem in the new version of 1.9.1, which I think P. Sweeney, I think he has some context, but let me get it straight first. We cannot use the gateway treat on the Vela UX for now. I have some investigations by far, but I don't have the final result, but I will keep an eye for that. I think maybe it's an OpenAPI generating problem for the queue. So make the scheme. So make the problem, the OpenAPI generating process is broken, and so make the Vela UX form parsing process is also broken by that. I don't have the the final result for that, but I just want you guys to know, if you are not upgrading the version, maybe you can wait for like before the issue is fixed. You can wait and don't upgrade your production environment.
Yeah, so this is the gateway port is being cast to string somehow by the UI when it needs to be a number. I touched the gateway trait last, but just to add to the ability to have multiple gateway traits if you have the requirement, but did not touch anything to do with ports. I've searched multiple times, and that the code about the port is completely untouched. And so it's, as we've just said, a mystery as to why this is happening now, but of course it was updated recently. I guess maybe we could just roll back to the previous gateway trait if someone can build it from source and track. But yeah, I don't know Don't know what the problem is, can't see it. And I don't, unfortunately, I'm not up enough to have the ability to debug all of KubeVela. So looking for someone else for that one. But yeah, if you need to use the gateway trait in Vela UX, don't upgrade from 1.8 to 1.9.1 right now, I would say.
Yeah, you can, but if you want to try, you can apply an older gateway trait. That may solve the problem. And
yeah, this would be a good idea, but I haven't even used Vela UX myself, so I can't even try that. It's all CLI and deploying application resources is how I do it. So I don't use Vela UX myself. But yeah, that's right. It would be interesting to know if that fixes it in 1.9.1 or whether it's the sort of interpretation layer, as you say, that would narrow it down if we tried it with the old Q for that trait.
Okay. Sorry. Have you tried apply an application using CLI, and can you use the gateway trait through like an application YAML?
Yes.
Yeah, seems like it's a problem from value X.
I mean, I think so, but again, I've looked in the code there. What's changed between 1.8.1 and 1.9, and I don't. On initial look, I don't see what in the changes would have affected that. But yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I did put it. Is it that the Q version has been updated and there's something in Q itself? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess from what I know by far, I think it's a Q problem. It's Q. We are using we have a controller watching all the definitions, like component definitions or tree definitions, and generating the schema for the parameters using Q libs libraries. So but the newer version of Gateway, which schema is broken, I think it has some grammar problems. So I guess this was the problem exists.
Yeah, I mean, you'd wonder if it was white space or something throwing it, but of course it's been through make reviewable, so it's been linted, so it shouldn't even be that. Yeah, no idea. But keep an eye on the issue. I'll try and post the issue in the chat.
Yeah, no worry. I will investigating it. I will investigate that.
Great. Good luck.
Thanks. I have no other topics.
Okay. Anybody else? Any other question? Okay. So, well, thanks again for attending today's community call, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.